From high atop Healthcare Hill in Central Maryland, this is BSN Headline News. Today's top story is the flu season is just around the corner, and Bon Secours is setting policy to help fight the flu. In July of this year, Bon Secours Health System approved a new system-wide policy that requires all Bon Secours employees, affiliated medical staff, and allied health professionals, board members, students, volunteers, contractors, and vendors who do business with or for Bon Secours to get a flu shot. Influenza can be a serious disease that can lead to hospitalization and sometimes death. Patients and long-term care residents who may already be in poor health can become seriously ill from the flu and potentially die from it. As healthcare providers, Bon Secours employees and others who have direct contact with patients and residents certainly don't want to be a source of infectious disease in their facilities, so let's all get vaccinated against the flu and minimize our role as carriers. Now, we all know that anyone can get the flu, and if you get the flu, you can spread it to others even if you don't feel sick. Additionally, by getting vaccinated, you can help protect yourself, your family, and your patients and residents from getting the flu. It's the smart thing to do and the right thing to do. Now, you should know that Bon Secours is not the first to take this action. In 2004, Virginia Mason Medical Center in Seattle, Washington, instituted a mandatory influenza vaccination policy, and hospitals and healthcare systems in 45 states have since followed their lead. Indeed, some states have enacted mandatory influenza vaccination laws for all healthcare workers. So, starting now, Bon Secours Employee Health will provide flu vaccinations free of charge to all Bon Secours Health System paid staff, credentialed medical staff, and volunteers. Students, contracted staff, and vendors will be responsible for obtaining their vaccinations on their own. But what if you don't want to get a flu shot? Well, the answer is simple. Wear a surgical mask when you are around patients and residents during the flu season. By the way, flu season is November 1 through March 31 annually. To find out more, look for direct mailings in your mailbox, or go to the welcome page of IRIS, or check with your local employee health or human resources staff. The new Bon Secours system-wide mandatory flu vaccination policy. Get the shot, not the flu. It's the good help thing to do. In other news, before I went on vacation, we were working our way through the 8 values of Bon Secours: respect, justice, integrity, stewardship, innovation, compassion, growth, and quality. Today we'll start where we left off. Today, our value is respect. Respect is our commitment to treat all people well. It is based on our belief that each person has equal dignity because each individual is made in the image and likeness of God. We promote self-respect and mutual respect and trust among all the members of the Bon Secours team. Behavioral norms associated with respect include: recognize and respond to a person's innate human dignity regardless of ability to function or position in the organization. Trust and support each other. Communicate and share ideas with each other. Seek input from others. Include people in decisions which affect them as appropriate. Foster an environment that empowers all employees. Acknowledge and celebrate all employees' contributions to the organization. Recognize, encourage, and develop leadership at all levels. Recognize coworkers as persons, not just workers. Be courteous to patients, visitors, and one another. Recognize, accept, and celebrate our differences. Respect, just one of the values of Bon Secours. Finally, Dr. Sam Ross is back in the news. In 2012, the Daily Record started their list of Maryland's most admired CEOs, and this year, Dr. Ross is on that list. As one of 29 winners, Dr. Ross was selected based on several criteria: leadership and vision, competitiveness and innovation, community leadership and service, financial performance and growth, corporate leadership, and board service and nonprofit involvement. This year, all of the winners will be honored on September 29, 2013 at the BWI Hilton in Baltimore, Maryland. Please join us in congratulating Dr. Sam Ross as being selected as one of Maryland's most admired CEOs for 2013. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned to this portal for future up-to-the-minute information on these and other stories on BSN Headline News. I'm Dave Schlachter. Thanks for joining us. BSN Headline News is a production of Bon Secours Productions and is solely responsible for its content.